Hello everyone, this is Diane with Princess Di Creations and Totally Naked Soap. I wanted to share with you today how I make my pomegranate soap and what makes it a little bit different. So what I do is get pomegranates from the Blue Diamond area in Las Vegas, and my neighbor has these super red pomegranates on her tree, so I use these as well. I take them and I soak them in a food grade hydrogen peroxide to get rid of all the germs. And then what I do is cut them, and some of them are already split when they fall off the tree. But I cut them and I soak them in distilled water, just barely covering them. And I let that sit for probably at least 4 days to a week because I want to soften up the shell, because this contains a lot of minerals, calcium, potassium, etc. So after that, what I do is grind them, and then I actually strain them to get this liquid. And then I freeze it. So this is frozen, and this is actually the liquid from the seeds and the shells. So I strain it a couple of times, freeze the liquid, and to this I'm going to add my lye. And the reason I want to freeze it is so the lye doesn't burn it. And then what I do is I add frankincense tears, which I take and I freeze them as well, because this is a sap, and I grind it into a powder. And that's one of the things I add to all of my soaps because of the benefits of frankincense tears. To give my soap the color, I add a little bit of beetroot powder with a little bit of raspberry mica as well. And then I make my own blend of essential oils, and I use 10% of a little fragrance to anchor that scent in. And then I have my pomegranate soap. I add a little bit of titanium dioxide just to give it a little contrast, and a little green mica just to make it a little interesting. So that's how I make my pomegranate soap. It's not just a fragrance, it's real pomegranates. Hope you have an awesome day. See you soon.